Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We've got a fantastic show for you today. Got a ton to break down. Also, we're gonna have a little fun with the media as well. But I'll tell you what, man, it's good to see everybody here. Hope your weekend is going great. You can see, yeah, oh, got it right, even though the camera is reversed. We're looking at it. Yeah, the Masters, Rory, 12 under, DeChambeau, 10 under. Who's going to take it home, man? It's going to be a good day. Oh, Master Sunday is fantastic. All right. Before we look forward, as always, we have to look back. And let me adjust this camera a little bit here so I don't get right up in your grill here. All right. Yeah, I mean, just pretty even day here. We go 2-2 in college baseball. Tennessee Ole Miss, man. It ends at 13. We get beat by the hook. We've honestly, man, we should have had that. They had 7 runs in the first 2 innings. But 2-2. And you see Major League Baseball 1-2. The Astros are killing me, man. I can't figure out what in the world they're trying to do. But college baseball wise for the weekend, sitting 5-2, man. We went 3-0 on Friday. We go 2-2 on Saturday. So 5-2, you could end the weekend right now, win it, take your 3, be on your way. But we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be betting it as well. The lines and totals obviously haven't come out yet, so same protocol. Once this show is over, I'll do post-production on it. And as soon as college baseball lines and totals come out, be all over it, man. So we'll just have to wait on that one. But again, if you want to end it now, you want to take your 3 units, take it, win the weekend, mission accomplished. You've already done it. So there we go. Now, the poll. Howie Schwab crew play of the day. Where you going? Who wins the Masters today? All right. Rory McIlroy to win, -190. Bryson DeChambeau, +250. Vig Aberg, +3,300. Scotty Scheffler, +3,500. Polls in the chat. Vote now. Update as we always do at the end of the show. And feel free to vote and drop them in to the chat of who you have. So it says it best. Match doesn't start until the back nine on Sunday. I was there when Rory choked in 2011. I hope he can come out shooting, putting. The pressure is on. Man, you were there? 2011? Dude, that's awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. You're right. And the back nine made to get to Amen corner. Yeah, dude, that's where it's at. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, drop in the chat who you like. Love that leaderboard. Jason says, I took the Masters for boost off Scheffler, McIlroy, DeChambeau to win. Nice. Nice. There you go, bro. Good work there. Okay. All right. So, yeah, keep dropping in there. All right. One thing I want to address. So yesterday, we went viral. Did you see it? People wanted info on Nico. I gave them info on Nico, the situation. So I'll put it up here. I started seeing this all over. Let me say this. I knew that it was going to be something when ESPN and a certain Power 5 school both contacted me at the same time. I was like, okay, all right. So we got something going on. So here's the tweet, and this context on Nico and the entire situation, and a lot of it on the back end here that nobody really knew in regards to his contract requirements, fan autograph sessions, meet and greets. The dude ghosted a lot, almost all the time, never showed up, didn't really hold up his end of the agreements. Now, here's the deal, and I'll put this right here. So I ended up making the tweet private because here is why. Number one, I got the info out there. I mean, it sat there for 10, 12 hours, whatever, right? But I wanted to make something clear too. And I told this to every media company that contacted me, every school and their NIL collective that contacted me. I said, look, I gave information and I stand by it 1,000,000%. And I can guarantee you that it's accurate. But also, I don't want to be that dude that costs somebody money and their future value, right? So that's why I was like, look, I've got nothing against the guy. And you got the information, you got what you need, but we're not going to sit here and hammer on the kid either. You know what I'm saying? So do not want to hurt anybody. And I definitely, look, I take the NFL approach to it. We don't talk about other people's money. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there you go, man. I stand by every word that I said, and that'll always be true, right? But I also wanted everybody to, at least on that end to say, hey, man, look, we ain't trying to hurt you here. We ain't trying to affect your money. Go get it. No hard feelings, man. It didn't work. Do your thing, man. So we're never going to be that crew that gets in anybody's way. But I knew when a couple schools contacted at ESPN threw it up on the screen. I was like, okay, here we go. Phone's going to start ringing. So I just wanted to address that. But, yeah, I like that they had to put DTL right there on the screen, too. I thought that was dope. So, anyways, just wanted to say, hey, no hard feelings, my boy. Go get your money. Yep. You know what? We always keep it 200. You know what I mean? So there we go. All right, let's get into the picks for today. Picks for today. So we've got Major League Baseball here. We're gonna go through the weather and stuff. We're gonna go through the Masters, and then, like I said, college baseball. We will get to it as soon as they drop them. Usually 15 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, they give us about 30 minutes on the noon games, right? But yeah, you're gonna see let me just go ahead and tell you, you're gonna see totals that are gonna be super high today. Super high today. Melody, AB with the insight. Oh, yeah. Now, I'll also say I didn't make this graphic. That was a media company that did that, not me. No, that was my tweet. But that's what I was saying is like, I started to see some media companies that were starting to manipulate it a little bit. And I know those games, right? And I was like, nah, we're not going to do that. We can just go ahead and make that private. Everybody got the information that you needed. And again, anybody I stand by that with my 2 legs and your 2 legs, 1,000%. We also don't want to hurt the kids' money, man. Go get it. No personal feelings whatsoever, man. Go get paid. All right. So let's get into our picks for today here. All right. 3 for Major League Baseball. All right. Giants, Yankees over 7.5. What about that weather yesterday? How crazy was that? Yeah, saw a lot of runs. I'm going right back to it. We've got some nice matchups here. Rodon on the mound. Yeah, we're gonna go over 7.5. I was gonna go the Rangers Mariners over 6.5. Now, a very, very solid pitching matchup in this game, but quite frankly, got some good hitters with some good historicals. I'm not afraid to play the over 6.5 here. And then the Rockies Padres over 7, same deal. And again, it's Sunday. Here, let me see if I could. Oh, there we go. Let me. It's Sunday, Major League Baseball, and for anybody that doesn't know, Sundays in baseball are generally, how do I put it? Sundays in baseball are generally the last game of a series. So we talk about college baseball, right? Major League Baseball kind of aligns the same in terms of not all of them, but a lot of them ending on a Sunday. And what you have afterward is travel, right? Could be on a road stand heading home, could be at a home stand hitting the road, might be on the road heading to a different road, right? You see what I'm saying? So what you have on Sundays in Major League Baseball, it can be tough. It can be tough to get runs. So in college baseball, and you'll see it, the totals today will be outrageous. 14.5, 15.5, 16.5. That's because you have the end of pitching rotations in college baseball. It's generally your last starter on both sides and a lot of burned up bullpens. Major League Baseball is not the same way. Quite frankly, on Sundays, you'll see a lot of aces, and it just has to do with the weekly rotations and, games that are played. What I'm getting at here is that they're very low totals on Sundays in Major League Baseball because it's human nature, man. Guys are tired. You're going to travel. You've got a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces. It's just human nature, right? So be careful on Major League Baseball Sundays. They can be tough. For sure. Jason, did he charge you for the use of his pick? No, like that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't add that. Like that was a media company that added stuff. They started adding pictures and all this stuff to it. And I was like, ooh, I don't want to be part of the story. You know what I'm saying? So hey, he can charge somebody else. I just sent the tweet. But yeah, so yeah, you'll see low totals out here, and you'll see you can see some weird stuff. Some teams will explode. You'll see 1 or 2 games that go into the 14, 15, 16. You'll see a couple of games that stay at 3. You know what I mean? So be careful with that, and just keep an eye there. That Sundays are the weird day, quote unquote, in betting Major League Baseball. All right, so those are our picks, at least for baseball there. Again, give me like an hour once the books start putting up college baseball lines and total spreads. I'll get that to you. Drop a show in your feeds, just like we do every weekend. And The other thing is this. I didn't even have full home run prop odds. So I couldn't put together a slide, but I do have our historicals here. So let's just go ahead and jump into weather and everything that we have. All right. So the first one here, Giants and the Yankees. Again, uh, this time it's not blowing directly into the dugout, but you got 13.5 mile an hour winds blowing out northwest, basically to the right field pole. Temperatures a little cold, but honestly not too terribly bad. We've definitely seen worse. No precipitation to worry about here, so we should be okay. Right-handed, left-handed pull hitters, you are in great shape, but quite frankly, everybody should be good. Nothing really terrible to worry about. Now, Red Sox and White Sox. Look at this. 15-mile-an-hour winds blowing in. Good temperatures, though. And the feels like not too terribly bad. I mean, you don't have a lot of humidity that's going to be on the south side of Chicago, but you do have a little bit. The tough part is that wind is blowing right the hell in, man. Yeah, and you got a little precipitation, but nothing really to concern yourself with, really. It's just that wind, man. So if you're betting the Red Sox White Sox game, be careful, be mindful of that. Phillies and Cardinals. Look at this. 16-mile-an-hour winds, right-handed pull hitters. This is your day. You are gonna be able to mash, blowing directly to basically the left field foul pole there. Solid. And look at the temperatures as well. 70, 73, 75, feels like 62, 65, 68, growing in a nice, uh, you know, uh, even line with the temperature, meaning you're going to have some pretty decent humidity out there and no chance of precipitation. So sitting solid, man. Phillies Cardinals. Now, we bet the Phillies Cardinals yesterday. What did it end? 4-1. Man, it was brutal. It was brutal to watch. I mean, it was a decent game, but yeah, runs can be tough. But if you got any right-handed pull hitters that you like, go ahead, hit all over it, man. Yeah, some nice chances here. Okay, let's get into our hitter versus pitcher historicals for today, and we'll hit most home runs, best, historicals, and then we'll flip it to the opposite here. So yeah, Adley Rutschman and Rich. Look, Big Rich absolutely nailed it right there. Pounds Jose Barrios, good for home run props, hits, runs, and RBIs. Bingo, sir. Look at that. 25 at bats, 15 hits, 15 hits off of 25 at bats. Oh my goodness, man. You are absolutely spot on, Rich. Yeah, Adley there. Now you see the Rangers. You see Logan Gilbert's name on here a couple times. You see Jose Barrios' name on here a lot of times. So you can see Rutschman's got 4. Mountcastle has 2. Big Pull Mullins, he has 2. Ryan O'Hearn has 2. So you love to see that. Aaron Judge got a couple off Logan Webb. Shohei Ohtani, it's a couple off Colin Ray. Tavares off of Logan Gilbert. Dallas Garcia got a couple off Logan Gilbert. Yeah, keep going down the list. Solid day for sure. Yeah, and Ryan O'Hearn, yeah, Kirk. Yeah, dude, it's a lot of bats. Solid right there. And that's what you want to see. And I'll pull this the side here real quick. We filter it by home runs, but for anybody that's new, Rich said it best, right? Like it's not always betting home runs, like betting hitter props in general. This information can help you. And it doesn't mean that, it's always going to come through, but historicals are historicals for a reason, right? So there you go, Rich. I thought you absolutely nailed it, man. Whether you want to go with home run props, you want to go with hit props, hits, runs, and RBIs, you want to go total bases, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, there you go. So mad at myself for hitting all of AB's pick. There we go, man. Dude, I still can't believe we didn't get that Tennessee Ole Miss lost by the hook, man. That was a good game, though. That was fun to watch. Yeah, that was tough, man. Jason Dobro says Garrett Mitchell home run. 3 for 8 with 2 home runs against Zach Gallen. Weather 90 degrees, feels like 83. 5-6 mile an hour winds out to right field. Bingo. There you go. See, and that's exactly what it is, man. Like that's what I love about. And I know I say this all the time, but this is exactly what it's about, man. Like all of us for real together, right? All of us, man. That's a good look right there, man. So Garrett Mitchell, good look, Jason. Good work, man. Appreciate you there. We all do. Robert, good morning, buddy. Good morning. TJ said all three of Adley Rutschman's home runs this year against the Blue Jays. There we go. There we go. Good look, TJ. All right, so let's flip it to the other side here. And we'll filter it by 0 home runs. All right, look at Machado. 49 at bats against Freeland. Now, 17 hits, man. No home runs. Andy Diaz against Chris Sale. Good amount of hits. 8 for 20. Solid. Corey Seager, right? 6 for 21. Trent Grisham, Logan Webb, 6 for 21. Christian Walker off of Kyle Hendricks, 6 for 23. Cody Bellinger, 6 for 32. Right? Like, just because they don't have home runs doesn't mean that they haven't had good, historical hitting numbers. Sorry, I lost my train of thought right there. It's just a different way to look at it. You know what I mean? So yeah, Kirk said Terang has been on fire. Yeah, Bryce with the Brewers. Yeah, let me take a look here. Against Zach Gallen, yeah. 4 hits off of 9 at bats right there. Yeah, man. Like that's solid as hell. I mean, look at Vasquez against Casey Mize. 3 hits off of 6 at bats, so he's hitting 500. All right. Yeah. And you know what? Generally, when guys are hitting well off of a pitcher, I mean, home runs tend to come. So again, it's not just about betting home runs, but that's just a different way to look at it for sure. Kevin, stupid question: do you sell those hats? Yeah, drivingtheline.com. Now, I'm working on refreshing the site. I've got a lot of new gear, shirts, logos, a lot of stuff. And I just haven't had time to put it all up. But yeah, drivingtheline.com. And they come in multiple colors too, man. They're nice, dude. They're real nice. The classics. Yeah. And it even says on the back, man, the crew, they're dope. Take a look. Yeah, drivingtheline.com. And I'll be working on the website and a bunch of cool merch and stuff to refresh that. I've been meaning to do that. But yeah, drivingtheline.com, man. Check them out. You'll dude, it's a solid hat. It's solid for sure. Let's see. The shape of pick the top 5 others. Let's go. Thanks to his crew. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah. And Brian Liberati, man, our boy, man, he did a great job on the Masters preview. And all of you did. Like, again, I know that I've said it a million times, but yeah. It's all of us together. TJ said I pulled the elbows to see down 10.5 Wake Forest, 11. Boom. Nice job. Nice job, man. When you could pull run totals down, yeah, it's solid in college baseball. So all right, those are our Major League Baseball weather and hitter versus pitcher historicals. Like I said, by the time that we're set to go live, I didn't have full numbers in regards to home runs. I don't know what the number is, but if anybody could look up Adalis Garcia, I think today is Adalis Garcia day. Just me. But I think the Rangers, that's going to be a fun picks back up for anybody who might have jumped in a little bit later than the start. So, again, this is Major League Baseball. And then we have golf. I'll pull those up here as well. But college baseball, about an hour is when the books will drop the games, lines, total spreads. So I'll drop another show in your feeds. Just a real quick, a quick one, 1 to 2 minutes, right? Of just getting the picks so that you can get them as fast as possible. Giants, Yankees over 7.5, -115. Rangers, Mariners over 6.5, -115. Rockies, Padres over 7. Those are our 3 plays. And then look at that again. Right here. Play of the day. Polls in the chat here. Rory McIlroy, -190. Bryson DeChambeau plus 250. This is to win the Masters. Aberg plus 3,300 and Scotty Scheffler plus 3,500. Man, it feels tough. Here, I'll pull up the Master slides. The odds here. Yeah, I mean, look, is everybody pulling for Rory? Like, and when I say pulling for Rory, I don't mean like pulling against DeChambeau because I mean he's Shambo's like the people's champ, right? But it, I'm just here's the interesting part for Rory today. Not that his life is going to change. Well, it'll change if you win, right? This is the only major that he doesn't have in his trophy case, right? So if Rory wins the Masters, he's hit the Grand Slam. He's won all of them. And especially, winning this one. But here's the deal, man. Like, yeah, your life will change if you win it. But for Rory, like, your life will kind of change if you don't win it. Like if he goes and screws up today, it'll break my heart. Number one, to see it. I do not want to see that at all. I don't want to we don't wish that for anybody, but for Rory having done that before 10 years ago, whatever, man, um, not that it'll change his life if he loses, but I mean, you just only get so many chances to win this thing. I I hope that I hope he comes in not completely full of pressure, right? But we'll see. We'll see. He's got to go out and play. Got to go out and play. We'll see though. Yeah, I mean, look, Aubrey said, "How do you not back?" I agree. And look, I love DeChambeau. I mean, we love shit. Like it. I like everybody that's on this list right here. But Rory, like leading, is man, that's a tough Sunday. That is like if you're Rory sleeping last night. I mean, you know what time it is. You know what flipping time it is. I wouldn't have slept. Like mm, I can't wait to watch it. This is a big one. This is a big. This might be one of the largest, most important days in Rory McIlroy's entire career. For real. Because if he implodes, I mean, one, he's done it before, but getting older, you know what I mean? You just not that he can't go back and win it. Like, he can win it any time, but dude, you want to get that thing out of the way. You know what I mean? So I'm fascinated, man. I'm very, very fascinated. David said, I love Bryson. Dude, he's awesome. That's what I'm saying. Like, I if I do not want to see Rory lose. Let me like preface all of that. If DeChambeau wins, buddy, I'll celebrate right with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, DeChambeau's that dude. Today, today's gonna be awesome. Goat said, "AB, I hear you, but I bet with my head, not my heart, like DeChambeau today." Yeah, I mean, Goat's like, dude. You know how I feel about you. You're brilliant. Like, you know what you're talking about, and you're right. Yep, absolutely right. Today's gonna be big, man. Especially that back nine. You saw the cracks of the road when he started off strong yesterday. Yeah, 15. 15. Watch hole 15 today. That has been. Melody said she loves DeChambeau too. I feel it. DeChambeau's that dude. Uh, let's see. Lana said, I'm breaking 7 golf course today because the par 3 course. There you go. I thought he'll say his putt. Hey, I used to work at a putt. When we were in high school. Okay. So quick side story here. Let me get the picks up on the screen here. Um, Giants, Yankees over 7.5. And again, we'll have college baseball here in about 45 minutes when the books drop. Giants, Yankees over 7.5. Rangers, Mariners over 6.5. Rockies, Padres over 7. All at minus 115. Now, like I said, hold on. I used to work. So, all right, when I was in high school, right? During the summer, I mean, obviously, you had summer jobs, right? So there was a like this is like outdoor fun place, right? It's called Cedar Creek Sports Center. Look it up. Mount Juliet, Tennessee, Cedar Creek Sports Center. And it was a putt-putt, a driving range, go-karts, batting cages, bumper boat, like that type of a place, right? And it was like me and like my boys, that played baseball and basketball and all that with, right? In Mount Juliet. And we all worked there. This, family, owned it and loved them to death. So I used to, and it was just me and the dudes. Like you'd bounce around. You'd need like two people on go karts, a person on bumper boats. Batting cages were always getting all screwed up. You had to jump back there, and adjust the machine, the big yellow, rubber balls and all that. And putt it maintained itself. You just have to make sure kids weren't beating each other, with the putters. But the driving range, right? So like you had to cut the grass. That I love that. I love getting on, on the John Deere and cutting that. And then I get on the picker, right? So, you know, it's the summer. People are hitting golf balls all morning, all afternoon, all night, right? And dude, I'd be on the picker. And essentially it was a John Deere Gator, all right, with the five little rolling things that pick up the golf balls when you go over them, and it just dumps them into this cage. And oh yeah, I mean, Jason, you already knew where that was going. So what I used to do, and it was, driving range, it's probably 300 yards, right? So what I used to do is, it's this huge plot of land, and you can either go sideways, right? Go horizontal, or you can go vertical, and it's like you're cutting grass, except you're just picking up, golf balls, right? So whenever, like, I would go to the back and I would like clear the balls, picking them up. And I knew the times that it would be busy. And when it was super busy, I'd cut across, I'm telling you, 100 yards. And that was the time when I would go horizontal across and give people a shot, right? Like I was letting them know, let's see what you got. Can you blast a driver right off the deck, right? And hit me, because I'm I'm on a John Deere Gator, right? That's got a metal cage, right? And I was like, all right, I'm gonna give you 2 laps. I'm going this way, and then I'm coming back this way, and I'm gonna give you 2 at 100. Let's see what you can do. And I would laugh. Like, I mean, I they could see me, and I was doing this, like, let's go. A lot of people would miss, but a lot of people would blast it, man. They would take drivers. The dudes that knew what they were doing, they would take it, drop the tee down, and just boom, dude, and just hit rocket shots up my ass, man. It was, oh my God. I missed that. And the dude that owned it, he would laugh because he knew what I was doing. And I'd get done, and then I'd have to take all the golf balls and clean them in this big machine, right? So, like, I'd be cleaning them, soap and water, like, all over me. I mean, just, it was hard work. And everyone would walk by like they got done. And they're like, hey, man, I tagged you up. And I was like, yeah, good shot. Good shot. That story, I mean, I wish I had that recorded. But I would give it to them. Anybody that goes to the driving range, like I'd give them two long horizontal laps and say, all right, let's see who can do it. Oh my God, man. I missed that. That was so much fun. Those are the only times I really focused on accuracy. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the picker should have a big middle finger. Basically, that's what I was doing. And I almost felt like a wrestling like a heel. Like I was just, come on, let's go. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. That was that was a ton of fun. And dude, when you get blasted, like it'll shake it up, because you're taking a driver from 100 yards and just you know? Oh, dude, they're just hitting missiles. Oh my god, man. And when they miss, it's like a bullet, right? Like you ever go to the driving range or the driving range, the shooting range? Like, dude, flying. You feel like you're in Fallujah. Oh my god, man, I missed that. And the dude that owned it was like, "You are an idiot. What are you doing?" I was like, "Look at the line." I was like, "You're selling tickets for people just send smoke missiles up my tailgate." Oh my god, man, that was so much fun. All right. That was story time right there. Let's put the picks back up. Giants, Yankees over 7.5. Rangers, Mariners over 6.5, and Rockies, Padres over 7. I'll tell you another one. So with bumper boats, right? So you're in a pool and you have to shock the pool. And if anybody knows what I'm talking about, right? Like, you just have to put like, the chemicals and whatnot, but you got to be careful. You got to know what you're doing. My boy, I won't say his name to protect the guilty. It comes, a big bucket, right? So like just a big bucket of chlorine and, all this other stuff, right? Like a big white bucket that baseballs would come in. You're only taking a little bit and you're hitting, it's like you're dumping salt, right? Dump a little bit in the pool, like you got a square, dump this corner, this corner, this corner. There you go. Drop the whole bucket in the pool. And it was just poison. Like coming up. We had to shut it down. Oh, oh my God, man. If you could ever convince a golf course the big body, why not let you open one of those like $100 a ball or even like oh yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Prince of Bixby and my friends held a monthly mini golf tournament called the Asters. There you go. I'll tell you another one. Anybody that's a Kappa Sig, shout out A to B. Fraternity at college, we had a thing called the Drinking Man's Masters, right? So one night every year we throw a big party. It is usually around Rush, and what it was is all the brothers in the house. Like it's a big party, and you had to duct tape. Like it was you and a caddy. Okay, so if all right, let's just say, uh, Prince. All right, let's just say you were my caddy, right? Yeah, Kappa Sig, A to B, brother. A to K to B. Um, so Prince, let's say you were my caddy. All right. So what we had to do is the way to win is you had to be the first person that finished 6 hot 40s, 6 of them. And there's a big industrial trash can in the middle for when you had to yak, right? So what you had to do is you had to have them taped to your hands. You had to have 2 taped to your hands at all times. So the caddy would continue. Like if I killed one, right? He had to bring another one hot, not out of, a fridge, hot, and tape it, right? So you always had 2 tape. That was your caddy. And the first one to win was whoever downed all 6 of them. And let me say, if you won, you got a green jacket for the year. But if you won, you lost too because it was not good afterward. Oh, yeah. Dude, drinking man's masters, man. The good old days. Okay, let's see. Oh, dude. Omega Sci-Fi right there. All right, there we go. Represent, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. Uh let's see. Do we have anything else? Yep. About stories. I bet that jacket turned green after winning. Let me just say, uh, whoever, whoever had to get rid of that trash can, like, oh, uh, let's just do story time until the picks come out. Uh, we, oh God, there were a lot. So, I'm trying to think of one that we can tell. Um, um, one time in the at the Cedar Creek Sports Center, it's in Mount Juliet in Tennessee, right? Um, right here in Nashville. So during the summer, I mean, as you've seen, like it's tornado time all the time, right? Um, there was a there was a Korean family that was visiting, and they're from Korea, right? And we had, it was one of those summer days, man. Anybody around that's seen it, you know that it's going to storm, but it starts getting worse. Like, and it's not even raining yet, but just anybody who's been around tornadoes, you just know. And you're looking and you're like, it's getting way too hot, way too humid. The sky, the clouds are real black. Like they start turning colors. You know what I mean? Like they start turning orange and green, and you're like, oh, this isn't good. So anyway, so it was getting to the time. It was like 7:30, and it was about to drop. So we had to get everyone that's there in this like again, Google it, like Cedar Creek Sports Center. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's just like a little clubhouse, right? To where you came in, they had, food and, video game type things, that kids could play inside. And we're jamming people. I mean, it's the middle of summer. It's packed, right? We're just jamming people in here because it's about to go. Opening up the windows. And I look, and this Korean family has no idea. Like, tornadoes. You know what I mean? Like they've just never been around it. And they're freaking out. And like they did not speak very much English at all. And I felt so bad for them. And I was trying to, I don't speak Korean, right? But I was trying to just use like a universal language of like, it's going to be okay, And the dad was resolute, like strong as an ox, man. Like he was all tough, but I felt bad because like his wife and his, young kids, man, like the kids could tell something was wrong, but they didn't know. The wife was picking up on it, but again, they'd never been around it. And the story's going nowhere, but like I felt bad for them because that was one of the times I was like, God, I wish I could speak Korean, and you're trying to do like the universal, like, it's okay, it's okay. Probably looking like, who is this idiot that was just getting pelted by golf balls is the one that's telling me, oh, it's going to be fine. When the sky's green. Oh, man. I felt for him, dude. I felt for him. Jason, you absolutely know. That's the worst part is it's calm. Calm. And then it's about to go down, dog. Like, it. I know. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, dude, everyone who's been around it, like, knows. No, you can feel it. You're like, nah, we're gonna be all right. But other times you're like, I don't know. It's about to go, man. There we go, right there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, what's up, brother? What's up, baby? Yeah, a lot of stud pictures going today, man. A lot of AB driving a golf. Yes, I loved it. I loved it. And anybody who would absolute blast me, right? Like beautiful low tee or off the deck drive line, you know what I'm saying? Just scorched earth drive and blast me. Like I'd go over there and give them love. Like that was well done. Oh, I loved it, man. And you got to give it to them too. Because everybody knows they're looking at me in the back. They're like, come on, man. Come on. And that's because I would usually just go, like vertical, like you're cutting grass, right? But I was like, they all knew, like, the people that were there regularly. They're like, oh, he'll give us two. They said, I wish I could remember some of the stories. Maybe glad I don't. Yeah. Remember PRBs? Oh my God. I saw a guy. I'll tell you one real quick. I saw a guy. Let me pull the pics up here so everybody can see him. He was like, what the hell did I tune into? Story time? Excuse me. So one night we're getting hazed. I mean, just hazed. Right. It's going on for hours. down there doing bows and toes. You know what I mean? There's just spilled liquor and beer everywhere. I mean, you're beyond sweating, right? So anyway, so all right, hold on. Giants, Yankees over 7.5. Rangers, Mariners over 6.5. Rockies, Padres over 7. We'll have college baseball plays here in just a bit. I mean, in a barn and just been getting, tuned up in regards to getting hazed, right? Well, one of the guys in my pledge class was this big dude, and he had a broken leg. And I mean, big, he was like 6'6, 290. Okay. He had a broken leg, a full broken leg. Could not, like, you couldn't do anything. So they just sat him in this chair and put a bucket over his head. Okay. So he's just sitting there. He can't see, but he hears. All right. So we're just getting, I mean, just worn out. Right. And I'm laying there in just a puddle of Jack Daniels and beer and sweat. I look up and he's sitting there with a bucket. It's one of the brothers that was hammered. I see him just running. I mean, running. All right. And I was like, oh no, this ain't gonna be good. What's he gonna do? He had a beer bottle and he just bang, like just blasted the bucket. And dude, it sounded like a bomb went off, right? Loud. And the dude with the bucket didn't know. He couldn't see it. And I swear to God, dude, it flew this dude. The chair went flying. He went flying. His crutch went flying. And I was laying there with, I mean, like, it's like if anybody has never been, you gone through it, right? Like, it's like, like the military. I'm not comparing it to that. I'm just saying the visual of drill instructors just, wearing you out and you're just doing push-ups constantly. And I am crying, laughing, and they're just, which makes them wear you out even more. And I couldn't stop. Oh my God. If anybody has any fun stories, stuff like that, man, let me know. Kappa Sigma. How fast we running? We talking a 4 flatter, 10 minute. It looked like Ronald Acuna stealing second. Like, I mean, dude was quick. And he wasn't little either. And he just, bam! Oh my God. I'll never forget that. Ever in my life. I'll never forget that. And the dude had no idea that it was coming either. And he just looked up like, oh, I mean, it's so loud, so loud. And just to see a 6'9", 295-pound, broken leg dude just, flying. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. That semester that I pledged, I had a 0.0 GPA. I failed every class. My dad went nuclear, right? Like, he wasn't paying for it, but like he was like, he goes, he wasn't like a big like fraternity guy. He was just like, how did you get he goes, did you even go? Like, what? Did you forget your name, dumbass? I said, I'll do better. Oh my God. Oh my God. And again, understand, I was not comparing it to the military or boot camp. I was just saying the visual, you know what I mean? Of, when you got a hat party, right? You got, yeah, got a couple drill sergeants wearing your ass out. Spell Dog nailed it right there. The most fun you never want to have again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Roger. See away from, yep. Saw that too. And I always laugh because like the brother who lost, like the girl to you, like, let's use that as an example. I was like, hey man, come on, let's go get him. Like, hey, you gotta handle your own around here. You know what I mean? Like, that dude didn't do nothing wrong. That's your fight, man. Like, if they jumped you, I got you. But this is one-on-one. You go handle that yourself. You know what I mean? We're not doing that to that dude. We're not doing that to Roger. He didn't break any code, man. Oh my God. Yes. I swear to God, dude. I was on academic probation. All of it. Speaking of pops, we need to get him on the show. We're gonna get him very, very soon. You guys are gonna love him. The dude he's a vault of information. Like this dude you'll love him. You'll absolutely love him. Yeah, I had a petition for my 2.0 to get initiated that semester. I feel you. I'm gonna go get a blue book. You remember blue books? John said, I pledged for a year to make my grades either. It's hard, dude. It's hard. I'll give you one more, then we'll get out of here. Let me put the picks back up. And again, we'll have college baseball here in just a second. Giants, Yankees over 7.5. Rangers, Mariners over 6.5. Rockies, Padres over 7. I'll give you one more. We'll end on this one. So we had this thing when you're pledging, and you pledge for an entire semester, okay? And we had this thing called DD Cell, drunk driver cell phone, right? And it was a cell phone that the pledge class had. And, essentially what it was brothers could call that phone anytime, all day, all night, usually 3, 4 in the morning. And if they were drunk at a bar, you had to go pick them up, right? So that nobody drove drunk. But you're always on call. And your pledge class in the fall could be 40 people. Your pledge class in the spring could be 6. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yep. So we had to set our own schedule if you had it. So, anyways, long story short, I had it one night, and the phone. I mean, it was like a Sunday night, dude. Right? It rings, and I mean, an absurd level, right? Like an absurd time, like 4 in the morning. It's one thing if it's 1:30, 2:30 when bars close. Whatever. It's like 4:30. Like, dude. So, anyways, I go pick him up. Take him to his house down this little country road. And I'm driving his car so that his car is there. And this was before Ubers, right? So I had to have another pledge meet me there to pick me up at that guy's house so that his car was at his house and then take me back to my car, right? So it's just me and the dude, and we're going to his house and going down this country road. And I'm going about 50, 55 out of nowhere. Bam! Wasn't another car, but it stopped us. I mean, luckily we didn't die. Hit a cow. Okay? And let me tell you this. When you're at the car wash, right? One of those automated car washes, and you're in neutral and it's, pulling you through. And then the soap, right? Like over your windshield. That's what it was, except green and brown and red. Dude, I do not know how we didn't even get hurt. Should have been dead. And this, farmer dude, he had a hole in his fence, right? So when the sheriffs and all them came out, and we were like making it, a deal, obviously, for dude's car, for insurance wise, but oh God, don't hit a cow. But it always reminded me of like when you're in a car wash and the soap, it really quickly it fills up your windshield. Bro, it was immediate green and brown and red. Like, what in the hell just happened? So, yeah, don't ever hit a cow. They're pretty sturdy. Luckily, it wasn't like a full one, which, cow didn't make it. That one was tough. So, hey, let's tell animal death stories here at the end of the day. Yeah, that was brutal. But that damn cell phone. Oh my God. Oh, brutal. Just brutal, man. Because when you had that phone, you're like, oh my God, I know it's gonna ring. You can't really like sleep because it's going to ring. What did you say? Kyron Lacey from What? What happened? Oh man, well I'm sorry to hear that. All right, let's look at that. Obviously, my God. Thoughts out to his family, and the LSU team and everybody. Damn. Oh, rather hit a deer in the ass. Yeah, that's exactly like you know exactly what I'm talking about, Roger. Yeah. It just absolutely just I mean, it just filled it up. Yeah. A to B. Yeah. My roommate Collins was an ex drill sergeant. He was terrible. Oh God. Hey, let me say this. All right, number one, drill sergeants are the dudes. You know, whether it's uh, any branch, right? They have to be in incredible shape. Anybody who's in the military, like, let us know. I mean, those dude, drill sergeants, drill instructor, like, oh my God, man, Gunny. Oh, like number one, Arlie Ermy absolutely crushed it in Full Metal Jacket. Playing gunnery sergeant, senior gunnery sergeant. Um, but like when they're like running, like the DIs, drill sergeants, like they're running with you and yelling at you. Those dudes, I've always thought that like those guys have to be in just incredible shape, man. Um, those dudes are hard asses. Yeah, they are. Like I've never been in the military, but I mean, dude, you start see, dude, those dudes. Oh man. That dude used to, oh, he did, didn't he? Oh my god. Like, I mean, he absolutely crushed it. Makes sense. Oh my god. Yeah, Arlie Ermy was, I mean, he was great. Yeah, I've always thought that, like, dude, those drill sergeants, drill instructors, those guys have to be in just unbelievable shape, man. Mm. John, I have a colonoscopy tomorrow. Crappy day today. Pray for me. John, we are praying for you, buddy. And you know what? Say this. Tough process, right? To go through. What do you have to like drink that drink? And I think you can't have food for like 24 hours. And obviously it's not a fun process, of it. But man, good for you for doing that. And look, I'm not a medical expert, but I'll just say that is that it's a good thing to do, because getting ahead of it, and if there are issues, you can get it fixed. And yeah, good luck, buddy. Keep us updated. Let us know. But yeah, keep us updated, man. We're all with you, buddy. All right, put the picks one more time, and then I'm gonna go and start to get to work on college baseball here. Uh, Japan said, if you have bills to pay, make sure you play UFL unders. I am debt free. Debt free, baby. I just keep taking student loan. No, I'm kidding. All right. I'm delirious at this point. All right. Giants, Yankees over 7.5. Rangers, Mariners over 6.5. Rockies, Padres over 7. And then we'll go college baseball here in just a second. Also, believe this is the last day of the regular season in the NBA. So be unbelievably careful betting it. And I'll tell you why. The team like the Suns, um, probably gonna, I guess what, get rid of Budenholzer. Like they're out of it. Starters, I don't think starters are gonna play. Um, yeah, just be careful if you're betting NBA. Be careful. But the good thing is the playoffs are coming, man. And I know that we haven't bet a lot of NBA over the last week and a half, and that's why, because it's very consistent the last week of the year. But when the playoffs get here, man, I love it. Consistent as you could get. So yeah, all right, Kirk. Yeah, the East is all set. Yeah. So be careful today. Just if you're betting it, be careful. But yeah. All right. Jump out of here. Let me go work on college baseball. I'll drop you a show again. It won't be live, but it'll be in your feeds. It'll be 1 to 2 minutes, literally just hitting you with the picks so you can get them in and get them out. Matty Boy said, overslept. What's good? What I miss? Go back and check it out. I think you're going to enjoy it. Hey, good morning, buddy. Glad you got some sleep, man. You've been working your butt off, man. I know that for sure, buddy. So, yeah. Kuzma under 19.5 points. He has to play to be eligible for awards and bonuses, but after the first quarter, he won't play. Oh, there you go. Goes. Hey, good to see, man. Thank you. Thank you. For sure. Good luck. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. Just Roger said good luck, all. All right. Love y'all to death. Give me just a minute, man. Gonna go get to work on college baseball, and I'll drop it in your feeds. I'll tweet it all out too. So yeah. All right, everybody. Best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. I'll see you in like 35 minutes. Peace. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.